Bam, what up, Yang Gang? It is the 8th of April, and we have been on a 1-week hiatus. Apologies. Life gets in the way sometimes, and we had to take a little time off. But we're back and we're ready to kick some ass. And so today we're going to start off with the article on the New York Times covering the legalization of recreational marijuana in the entire state of New York. New York reaches a deal to legalize recreational marijuana. The move paves the way for a potential $4.2 billion industry with millions of dollars in sales tax revenue and reinvested in minority communities each year. Following several failed attempts, lawmakers in Albany struck an agreement with Governor Andrew Cuomo to legalize cannabis for adults 21 and older, a move that officials hope will help end years of racially disproportionate policing that saw Black and Hispanic people arrested on low-level marijuana charges far more frequently than white people. The same old story, right? The deal would allow delivery of the drug and permit club-like lounges or consumption sites where marijuana, but not alcohol, can be consumed, according to details obtained by the New York Times. It would also allow a person to cultivate up to 6 marijuana plants at home, indoors or outdoors for personal use. If approved, the first sales of legal marijuana are likely more than a year away. Officials must first face the daunting task of writing the complex rules that will control a highly regulated market, from regulation of wholesalers and dispensaries to the allocation of cultivating and retail licenses, to the creation of new taxes and a 5-member control board that would oversee the industry. Same old, same old. This isn't nothing new. This has been done, and this would be the 17th state that legalized marijuana recreational. I think it is 12 or.
Yep, we've got it here in Michigan, and New York needs to get their act together because 6 plants is not enough. We're allowed to have 12 here in Michigan.
Right.
Come on. Mm-hmm. Push for more, guys.
Yeah, it's a start. But I think that's the whole point of it in New York. They probably want to make it more privatized than you as an individual. They want to inspire you, quote unquote, to go buy some shit so they can tax you. Is what it comes down to. But I think it's it's high time that New York gets their shit together and jumps into the 21st century. The rest of us, this is going to generate some serious tax revenue. And I think that New York City is primed for someone like Andrew Yang to come in and say, hey, guess what, guys? We want to be the city that leads the country. We're going to make California and LA look silly. We're going to do it right. And they're going to have lounges where you can sit around like a hookah lounge, man. How cool is that?
Lounge. That's something that we
don't have that here.
We don't have here.
Well, I think the big thing is still they can't make it. You can't do banking because it's still a federal crime. So that's the biggest thing, man. So I think it's time for the federal government to deregulate it and declassify it under level 1, make it level 2, and then we can have proper banking for these businesses. Because I know the guy that owns a dispensary here closest to me, he's got to drive up once a quarter with cash and deliver it to the Treasury in Lansing, Michigan, which is probably about a 2.5-hour drive from here, maybe 3 hours to drive with cash. If you wreck, if you break down, someone sees that money, it's your ass, and there's no way. You have no protections as a business owner. They want you to create jobs, pay your taxes, but you can't legally bank, which is just a bunch of bureaucratic bullshit.
It really is. It doesn't even make sense in the end because, I mean, it's obviously a legal business, and the money is not like being filtered through anything. There's no discretion being advised. It's just entirely because our federal government has marijuana ranked in a place that it does not belong.
It's in the same category as crack cocaine, methamphetamines, peyote. I mean, everything, acid, everything. It's like the worst of the worst, class 1. And like they can't, like if you go to dispensary in Michigan, you got to bring cash, guys. You can't use a debit card because they can't go through the bank to get your money. Think about that.
It also encourages people not to open legitimate businesses in the first place too, right? Because why go through that process if it's going to be just as difficult?
Right.
To get your stuff done if you're still going to be treated like a criminal when it comes down to time to pay up.
Yep. And so I think the next step is, of course, Biden's got to step up. And with his son having addiction problems and Kamala so-called admitting that she did marijuana in college and listened to Tupac, grow up, man. Grow up, guys. It's time to go into the 21st century, And I want to bring up this tweet that Andrew put out that really pissed off some people. How dare he? So Andrew did this tweet. We just got weed. That was yesterday at 3:20 p.m. And so you have this dickhead right here, Lucky Mrs. here. She says, please don't celebrate the glorification of this pernicious drug. It's natural. So is hemlock. The smoke is harmful to one's health and the health of all those around you. Also, it reeks. It is toxic and turns people into zombies. Don't believe the hype. Pot is poison. Wow. Like this another look at these guys. 2 followers, man. Fuck off. Trolls, man, with stupid ass misinformation. Marijuana smoke contains 50 to 70% more cancer causing substances than tobacco does. Get the fuck out of here. That's so dumb. Cigarettes have like 300 carcinogens. Get out of here.
Yeah. Literally, doctors will tell you one is significantly more harmful than the other. And a lot of that has to do with the additives, too. There's a lot of chemicals in cigarettes that just aren't in weed because people don't put the same chemicals in there. We're not processing it mass produced. We're not Marlboro.
Right. Then Original Yankster replied to that tweet saying that, hey, he's working towards expunging records as well. As a mayor, he wants to, it says, we've already largely decriminalized marijuana in New York City. It only makes sense to follow that logic through to the next step, allowing for recreational marijuana use while continuing to free those from jail who are convicted of marijuana charges and expunging these charges from anyone's record, which I think is 100% the most logical thing to do.
It's necessary. Period. It's necessary. People are in for nonviolent offenses that aren't even offenses anymore.
Just possession.
Does that make sense? Or how does that make any sense?
Just possession. That's it. I mean, there's people right now in Michigan in jail. It's been legal for over a year and a half. And there's people in jail right now with petty charges of possession, and they're still in jail. It makes no sense. Governor Whitmer, come on, lady. Let's go. Let's do the right thing. Expunge their records, let them out, and let them get back into the productive workforce. It's pathetic. And it's barbaric, and it's so nearsighted. It's just like, come on, man. Seriously, it's legal. Oh, my gosh. It's just so silly. But I like that Andrew comes out and just says, we just got weed. And that guy's running for mayor. It's hilarious. And it pisses off the establishment.
That picture of him in that marijuana grow that's so infamous is going to be circulating again.
Yes. But let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section. And while you're here, of course, give this video a like. And if you don't like it, give us a thumb down. Let us know why. We're not scared of criticism. And if you've never subscribed, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Get alerts for upcoming videos just like this. And thanks for joining us. See you guys next time. And like always, gang gang.